Hi guys, welcome to Let's Go Fishing. We are fishing the Nile. What's this place name? New name? Boilie. The old Potgietersrus in the Limpopo province. And I must say, it's a privilege to be here. Long time coming for us. There's a lot of people that asked us to come here. And yeah, it takes some time setting up. We're doing a casting session for carp fishing. So we're going to fish herricks, we're going to fish boilies, we're going to fish particles, we're going to fish everything it takes to catch a couple. And we've starting this program by showing you the feed that we prepared. So Mias, you prepared some feed for us. Let's start with the particle mix. What did you do for us here?
No, all I did was I just took the particle mix straight out of the bag, 1 3 kilo bag. And then I added some fine crushed maize, cooked maize as well, that you have in those packets. And then I also took 2 kilograms of our pellets in here as well, and just half a bag of the normal cooked yellow maize.
Oh, the milli mix, all
the
right.
milli mix, basically.
Okay,
yes.
so and just mix together. Did you put any flavouring in here?
I actually did, yes. I did put over that new particle blend mix.
The amino mix, all right.
Amino mix that you make as well.
All right.
There, yes.
Okay, so that's where that lucky smell comes from. Okay, and then that's basically our particle mix. So what we're going to do before we start, we don't just rock up and throw the rods in. We did some homework, we got some information from Carl. He's the bailiff here. He told us on this particular spot there's some hard places. So the Nile has a lot of salt, but every here and there's places where there's less salt, and apparently on about 45 to 50 meters there's a nice hole with less salt, and that's where we'll fish. And then on 95 to 100 meters there's also a place with less salt. So what I did take a lead and I did make a couple of casts just to make sure, but I'm going to do a marker floating feature finding for that hole as well. We'll show you that when it comes to it. So, and that's where we're going to put these particles down. We're going to spomp out. The key to specimen fishing and doing a casting session is not just to cast it out and hope for the best. We want to make sure that we put it there where the feed is, and in the Nile it is particularly important to do something like that. The more accurate you can be in the Nile, the more fish you're going to catch. That's taking us to the boilies. Mias, what did you do here? This just looks flippin' inviting. Just hold on to that. I just want to put this on top here. This yummy. I want some of this.
Yeah, all I did was, one of my favorite boilies is the exotic fruit. I fish it all over the country. I've had great success with it. And then because of the salt that's in the lake as well, we decided to put in some of the bloodworm as well. And then we put in some of our pellets as well, the normal maize and betaine pellets a bit. And then guys, also what we did was the guys fish a lot of a cinnamon kind of a thing in the lake as well, and Lowe's got a new dip on the market as well.
Yeah, the ching chong cha.
And so yeah, we pre-made in the factory. We made some of those pellets as well. We just took the normal maize and betaine pellets.
While you're on that, we're going to show you later, we'll show the viewers later how to do that. Correct. I did bring some to make some fresh, so we'll show you later how to do that on camera. So those ching chong cha pellets went in here. You put some rock salt in here as well? Some
of that rock salt as well. And then because the guys fish the true feed pellets here as well, that fishy pellet of them,
yes.
You know, we got some of them as well, and we added them in. You know, the fish are used to it.
You can't fish this venue without pellets, and particularly the true feed pellets. These fish, they get fed with it.
Correct.
So they recognize that as food. So when you come here, you can also buy it here. You can bring those true feed pellets. We had great success with the maize pellet, the betaine pellet, the last time we were here. I'm actually, in hindsight, we should have thrown more of it.
Yeah.
But we're going to definitely throw enough of it this time. Good. So that works. Yes, and then you added some of the salted sweet corn to this mix, just to give it a bit more spice.
Correct, yes. Just for all of that to get together. And then as you guys can see, there's some whole boilies in as well, and then we got a boilie crusher, and then we crush a couple of kilos of the bloodworm and the exotic fruit as well. Mix all of that together, salted sweet corn.
Okay. In your opinion, do you think you can put too much flavor into the Nile?
No.
I also don't think so.
Absolutely
This
not.
is a place where you can really play with the flavor. When the fishing goes down a bit, you can lessen it, but these fish do react on feed. They do react on the flavor. That's my taking of it. So we're gonna do a quick marker floating session, just 1 or 2 casts with the marker float. Just make sure the hard spot is where we think it is, and then we're gonna spomp out some feed. After that, we're gonna bait up, and we're gonna put the rods out and start fishing. So when it comes to marker floating, we've done it a lot. We've got a marker float system. I'm quickly going to show you how it works, just for the new people, to explain how a marker float actually works. And then we've already marked out. We already measured out on that 95 to 100 meters. I just have to find the hard spot horizontally. Is it on the left? Is it on the right? Where exactly it is and how long it is. So we actually marked out on 100 meters. So I'm going to cast to that 100 meters, bring it back, and where I feel where the less salt is, we'll just pop it up, and that's where we'll put out the spomps.
Correct.
All right, let's go fishing. Guys, I'm quickly going to show you how to make those ching chong cha pellets. If you come to the Nile, or if you want to fish pellets and you want to do a flavor, that is almost everlasting and works almost everywhere. This is how you do it. Take our signature series pellets. This is the betaine maize pellet. You get them in 1 and 2 kg packets. And I'm going to throw a lot of them out. About a half a bucket. And I'm going to take the ching chong cha, that nice cinnamon honey, and I'm just going to empty that into this. This is the hardest part of this. Come on. I quickly ran to get some water, just to get everything out and to get a bit more liquid into the pellets. Okay, that's nice and empty now. Now all you got to do is mix this through and give it time to rest after you mix it through, and even time to dry out again. What you can do, you can add some custard powder to this with a bit of tartazine. That's what was done with the others. I haven't got that here. If you wanted that nice bright orange color, just take some custard powder, add a bit of tartazine to that, add that to your pellets. It's going to give it a nice coating on the outside, but the smell that comes out of this is simply divine. What I'm going to do, we're about to do a bank angling program here at the Nile as well. I'm going to keep this, use this for my feed in the bank angling program. We're going to do bank angling slash carp fishing, but we're going to spomp this out into a spot and see how that works. So this smells like freshly baked pancake with some nice sugar and cinnamon on it, but I'm not going to take a bite out of this. This is how you make it. Do it at home. It works for us. It's definitely going to work for you. Guys, I quickly want to explain for the new people that has never seen a marker floating system what it is and how it works. So basically a marker floating system is it's attached to your rod, to one of your rods. So on the main line you've got your marker float that is attached, that goes through a running swivel on your main line, and that swivel is attached to a lead. So what's going to happen, you're going to cast this out, and it's going to land in the water. May I just drop the rod? It's going to land in the water, and it's basically when you pull the line tight, it's going to sit like that. And when you pull off line off the spool, every foot or every meter you pull off, this thing is going to come up, and it's going to come up. I measure in foot, so 3 foot is around about 1 meter, and so you can actually determine the depth of the water where you're casting to. The reason why we want to do this is to determine where the holes is, where the structure is. Also, when you drag this lead on the bottom, our marker float rod has got braid on. You can feel what is on the bottom. If you go over a patch that's a bit rocky, you can actually feel that lead bump on the rockiness. On a sandy bottom, it's going to come very smooth. On a salty bottom, it's going to bite a bit. Grass, it's going to pull and stop, and some grass will actually attach to either the lead or the marker float system, and you can determine that there's grass there, and normally in grass it won't pop. So we use this to determine the distance. We also have a rangefinder that if we maybe pop it up at 100 meters, the reflector tape on here actually reflects the rays of the rangefinder to tell you exactly how far you're fishing. So we can fish very, very accurate. So if we put the marker float on, say 90 meters, we know, measure your spomp out at 90 meters, and that's where you're gonna cast and where you're gonna feed. And normally just in front of that, right next to it or just behind it, that's where you put your hook baits. Let me quickly demonstrate in the water how this works. Let me quickly show you how this is going to work. Right in front here, out there, exactly the same. So we're going to throw it out. Okay, if short cast, long cast, doesn't really matter. So now you pull it tight. So the lead, everything, the marker float is now actually right up tight against the lead. So if I pull off 1 foot, 2, 3, 4, 3.5, there the marker float just popped out. That's the depth we've got there where that is. So if I cast it out a bit further now, we can determine, is the bottom hard, yes or no, what is the exact depth, and that's how we determine where we're going to fish. Casted out the marker float rod, found a hard spot. First cast, info was correct, 97 meters. Mia's just measured it with a rangefinder. Mia's just make sure for us. 97 meters on the dot. So 2 of our rods will go to that distance, and then the other 2 rods we're going to fish at that 45 to 50 meters. Alright, so job done. Basically the info that we got is from the middle of that reed bush to the JoJo tanks on the deep rod. The bailiff Carl told us where to fish, so that's where we're going to fish, and then the other rods we're going to fish a bit shallower on that 45 to 50 meters. When we do carp fishing, we do not fish with a mealie bomb on the weight. We try and do it the correct way, because when we fish competitive and when we fish internationally, it's simply not allowed. So what we do, we use PVA mesh, and this is the Docks PVA mesh. So simple. What I did, I took some Signature Series ground feed out of the green packet, added some pellets to it. I added the True Feed high protein pellet, the Ching Chong Chop pellet, and some betaine maize pellets. Basically what we've put in, and a little bit of Boilie crush, as well as a little bit of rock salt. So all you do when you make a PVA mix, you get your PVA funnel. PVA is on there, and it's knotted at the end so that the PVA doesn't pull off. So take a little bit of the feed. Remember, this does not replace your mealie bomb. It only carries a bit of flavor, and it zooms in the fish on where your actual hook bait is. I put that into the funnel, I compress it really hard, I push this out with my plunger, and then here comes the trick. So what you do now is you take it right up there, you twist it like that, and now you got to make a knot. So just an overhand knot right up against the bag, pull it really tight. That's knotted, so that can't go anywhere now. Now you need to make another knot. Why do you make another knot? You make another knot because you need to clip it off between the two knots to prepare for the next one. Alright, so that's your little PVA bag. That's going to get hooked onto your hook link. It's going to carry a bit of flavor, and with your hook bait right next to that, when this dissolves in the water, your hook bait sits quite neatly right in the middle of a little bit of feed, just enough for one proper slurp of the carp, and you're going to be on. I'm quickly going to make a couple. Mia's just went to get some ice before we going to cast in, so let me quickly make a couple, and when he's back we'll be ready to fish. We're ready to start our spomming session. Now a spom, for those of you who don't know, is a feeding mechanism. Looks like a mortar when it's closed. What you do is you scoop your feed in here, you close it down, and when it hits the water, books, it goes open, and when you start reeling back, all the feed falls out. So I'm going to do the deep spot, and Mias is going to do the shallow spot. So on the deep spot, we're going to put these crushed boilies and pellets, the rock salt, and some of the whole boilies in. That's going on that 95 to 100 meters. I measured out at 100 meters, but I'm going to keep it a bit back to keep it just in that 95 to 100 meter range. Mias is going to do a 50. So what we determined is on the right hand side of the swim at that 45 to 50 meters, there's a nice open spot, really hard bottom, and it's quite wide. And then on the left hand side of the spot, from the Jojo chunks on the opposite side to the middle of the reed bush, that's where the sweet spot is on that side. So I'm going to do that. Mias is going to do the short side, and we're going to put about 15 spoms each.
Yeah.
And then we're going to bait up, get the rods in the water. Let's do this. Okay guys, my first rod is ready to go back out. What I did is a skin tiger with one of our Chop BG pop-ups that basically been cut in half, the 12 mils. And all I'm going to do, I'm going to add some of the salted sweet corn to this bag. I'm not afraid to do this, and I'm going to put some on the hook bait as well, just like that. Place it over the bag. Lick your fingers, because that is delicious. My second rod is dipped, sprayed, ready to go out. So what this is, just a little bit of chop, same hook bait, small tiger, Chop BG pop-up. Just that small presentation for a startup. Short little hook link, 20 centimeters, little bit of chop on the back with those Ching Chong chop pellets, the true feed pellet inside, and some signature series feed. I'm going to get that, hold it a bit back. The other rod's on that 100 meters. I'm going to hold this a bit back and get it on that 95 meters. Let's get it out there. Mias, you ready to go?
Yellow PVA bag that you did, and then I took half a tropical punch 12 mil pop-up, half a plain tiger, and energy peach and T-Rex.
That worked well for us the last time we were here. On that shallow spot?
Shallow, I'm going to go to the 40, to that 50 years.
Okay, great stuff, get it out. got a fish on here. I'm not sure what this is. A couple of small barbel bugging us, and that's one thing about the Nile in midsummer. There is a gazillion of small barbel, small catfish that's gonna bug you in the beginning of your session. This feels a bit better. Might be a small carp. Let's see what we catch. Not a big fish, but our first carp on that salted sweet corn. Here's our first small carpy for the session, around about a 2 kilo fish. Definitely gonna be the smallest. Let's get some bigger ones. There we go. That was quick, Mias.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm going to put my fish back straight away.
Yeah.
You got another fish on there.
I got another one, yeah.
I'll put them back. You put it down, I'll put them back. I'm just using the net to put this fish back. This one was caught on the tiger with a BG chop pop-up that was cut to a third. And then Mias's was caught with a tropical punch pop-up. Also that tiger with the energy peach and T-Rex. Must say that T-Rex is a flora garlic, and that comes through very strongly in the Nile. He's on with another one. Let's go net it for him. I got him. Luckily I caught you. We almost went in together. Ooh, nice fish. Nice fish. I see some green lip mussel there. There we go. Look at me, I see. Ooh, solid fish. Solid. Let's go put it down. That's 4 quick ones. Almost too quick. Not big fish, but it's a casting session. That's what you catch at the Nile. There will be some bigger fish a bit later on. They will come in.
Alright guys, this is that rod of mine. I took one of the 12mm green lip mussel pop-ups out of the bag. One of the 15mm cocoa shell boilies. Cut that in half, made a small snowman presentation, and then energy peach and some T-Rex.
On that salted sweet corn. Man oh man, bigger, slightly bigger hook bait. Half a tiger, half a 12mm chop BG pop-up, and that salted sweet corn on the bag. What a fish. Fish care is our priority, and it's basically a rule at the Nile to take care of your fish. So I'm using the net to put them back. Just keep the head down and return them safely with the net. Okay. Just slide the net. There she goes. Safe and sound. Let's catch another one. was just telling me the action out there is fast and furious when you put the feed in. And it's not the big fish that we catch at the Rhodocoppies and the other specimen venues, but it's exciting. And what we do here for the smaller fish, you can do exactly the same for big fish when you fish a big fish venue. And what's happening out there now, most of the feed has been depleted that we put out. We didn't put out a lot, and as that feed gets less, the fish will get bigger. And the challenge now is just to trickle in some feed, maybe 1 or 2 spomps for every fish that you catch. But we're not going to do that because the light is catching us. Almost time to braai, but this feels like a bit of fish. Let's see how it looks. Not a big fish, but another solid fish. Around about 3.5 to 4 kgs. Again, a chop tiger. Yeah, the plain tiger with the chop BG pop up. Just chop and solid fish. Let's see if we can get another one.
Yeah, another nice fish, guys. Hopefully the little bigger ones will move in tonight on the feed, but always a pleasure to catch these sizes as well.
Mias is on with another fish. We're gonna break for the night. There's some weather moving in. We're gonna have a lekker braai. We booked one of the houses here by the Nile, and I must say it's luxury accommodation, and we're gonna treat ourselves to a good night rest, and we'll finish this up tomorrow morning.
Not the biggest in the dam. Always a pleasure to catch them.
Mias is on with a nice fish here. We decided to do a little bit of a strategy change, fishing bigger bait. We want to catch a couple of bigger fish. So it's day 2 for us. Next morning we had a lekker braai last night, had some proper sleep, and yeah, it looks like the bigger bait is producing some quality fish already. Yes, this is on that bloodworm boilie and the shellfish pop-up, little snowman. Here we go.
Beautiful.
Ooh, yeah, go. There we go. That's proper. That's proper. Nice fish, Mias.
Yeah.
on this bloodworm boilie with the shellfish pop-up. Just cut 2 pieces off so that they can flush on each other on a little KD. Small PVA bag, same bag as yesterday. Some TNT on the bag. And not the big fish that we catch at Rudderkoppies, but method to the madness. We upsized the bait and already there's a bigger fish on the mat. Let me just get that one back and then we'll catch his big brother. Chaos is returning to our peg, so we've got some feed in the water. Mias is on with a nice fish. Just had a nice one on this. So this is the bloodworm boilie, the 20mm shellfish pop-up, the bag that I made yesterday with the pellets, and then just our new TNT on the back, and on that 100 meters. Let me get it out and see if I can catch another big one. Same bait, TNT. Sean Thomas. While I'm playing out this fish, if this is your first time watching the channel, please tell your friends and family about it. Remember to hit the notification bell and subscribe to our channel. Every time a new program drops, you'll be notified via social media, either Facebook, Instagram. And it just makes it easier to keep up to date with everything that's happening. We are upping our programs. We're gonna do some Afrikaans ones as well. We're gonna open up a new Fast Cup channel where we're gonna do everything Fast Cup with signature series. There's a lot of old Fast Cup programs currently on YouTube. You can watch them as well. Just remember, all those baits that we fished with back then is now available on the signature series. Let me get this fish out. Let's see how big it is. Long, lean, fighting Nile diversity machine. Nice. Not big, but plenty fun. We're fishing policemen for one specific reason. Sometimes you see the fish bite long before you pick them up on the bait alarms, and this is in this instance I saw that fish just play with the line, and kept on playing, and I knew it was already hooked. So fish on. That's a better fish on that 20mm bloodworm boilie with that 15mm shellfish pop up on top of it. Some TNT on the bag. Man, what a lekker combo to fish with. I'm going to put this fish back. Guys, we're done with the fishing part of the program. Thanks for watching so far. So we got some new product news that we quickly want to share with you. We've got a couple of new products on the specimen range that's already out there on the shelves. And something that excites me a lot is our hook bait tubs. So unfortunately we haven't got everything here, but this is very nice. So this is our cocoa shell boilies, like you can see there. The same as the bag. So for the guys that don't want to take want to buy a whole bag, you can now buy a tub like this to test them out, see if it works for you. And what we've decided to do is to put 15s and 20 mil boilies into this tub, and we've also decided to do that into the bag. So going forward you won't be getting 15 mil boilies on the shelf and 20 mil boilies on the shelf. You're going to get a mixed bag of boilies on the shelf. I'm very excited about this. We used this here at the Nile with great success. We combined it with some of our pop-ups, and that's nice. So we've got the cocoa shell, then we've got the bloodworm. Unfortunately the blow RPs took our bag of bloodworm. They also like that. Also very, very nice. 15s and 20 in the bag, and I've been catching a lot of fish on this lately, even in this hot weather with that shellfish pop-up on top of that. It was really, really nice. And then basically all the other ones, we've got the sweet corn and hemp, the pineapple banana, and the exotic fruit, all in the tubs. And then yeah, Mias, I'm going to give this to you to talk about that, because that's your favorite.
Yeah, guys, after hearing from a lot of our clients, you know, what they want, and they've got specific colors and smells and stuff that they would like, we finally managed to get this pop-up of this winter. Even in the summertime, rode koppies, harties, everywhere I've caught a lot of fish on this. Either the 12 or the 15 mil, depends on the conditions, but it's called a stinky squid. It is out of this world. That's a 12 millimeters. It's got a very, very pungent smell to it. And
yeah, it's been taking rhodocoppies apart. Secret's out now.
The secret is out. Yes, I've been caught out, guys. This is one of my absolutely favorites at the moment.
Yeah, another new one, green lip mussel, also a pop-up. This was very popular in the old specimen range. It's back on the market now, pungent as it was in the old days. Combine that with the exotic fruit, and man, basically all the dams in Joburg, you're going to catch a Emerentia.
Top bites of Emerentia's exotic fruit and the green lip mussel.
Yeah. You tell them about this, Mias. This is our plain pop-ups.
Yeah, guys. Yeah, as you've seen us during the season, this is what we call it. We decided to make the two tones, but in a plain tub. It's got the mixed colors. So you can basically, if you've got
throw them out there.
Got any color.
There's all the colors in there. There's the yellow and orange is in there. Then there's the white and yellow, and also the pink and white is in there. So up to you now. You can flavor them. If you want to flavor them, they take in flavor very nicely. Just a couple of drops of flavor in the tub, or you can use them plain as that. Man, they do catch a lot of fish. There's something in these two tones that just works. And how do we say, if it works for us, it will work for you.
Definitely.
We've actually used them in a tournament zig fishing as well, and we've caught lots of fish on it. So they are some of the best pop-ups on the market right now. Yes, and then the last one, something that we haven't talked about, it's been on the market for a while, is the sweet corn pop-ups.
Yeah.
Man, this has that eggy sweet corn flavor, and I must say, for this summer, this bait is going to catch a lot of fish. I used it here off camera. I'm going to throw it now again with a 20 mil boilie, just to see if I can catch a proper big fish.
That's actually the one that's biting now.
Okay, but we're busy now. It can wait for. We waited for it. It can wait for us now, guys. And then last thing that I want to share is our particle blend. It's actually a liquid amino mix. 9 aminos in here, salts, sugars, everything you want, and you can basically use this over your particles, over your boilies. Just throw it over, leave it for about 20 to 30 minutes, let it soak in. If it doesn't soak in fast enough, just add some water to it, mix it through properly. And there's not a dam in South Africa that's gonna reject this. You're gonna catch fish with this all over. For me personally, in the same class as level 5 and the salted sweet corn, it works. Everywhere we go, we put it in and we catch a lot of fish with it. It really works. And then yes, it's time for us to get going.
Definitely.
Next stop, Donnie's.
Donnie's, yes.
Louis
definitely.
fishing with us.
Louis fishing with us,
And after that, Harties.
correct. And
Yeah.
after that,
No, don't go there. It's Christmas. All right, thanks guys. Thanks for watching. See you guys soon. And remember to share the good news. Tell everybody about our program. The more people we get to subscribe, the more we can do this, and the more viewing pleasure we're going to give you. Cheers, guys.
let's go fishing.